It's request time. I received a special request from my friend Lightweight69, a fellow YouTube user from Australia. He asked me to help him recreate a dish that he recently had at a restaurant. It's fantastic, it's simple, and it's absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoy it. It's veal schnitzel with a creamy mushroom sauce on the One Pot Chef. Start by making our veal schnitzels. Now we've got 2 veal steaks here. I've just popped them into a Snap-Lock bag. Now you can buy these already beaten up and ready to be sort of crumbed, so you can make your schnitzels a lot quicker, but I think half the fun is getting something heavy out and giving it a good bash. Now if you don't have a meat mallet, as I say, rolling pin is a great substitute, and there's something really sort of stress relieving about grabbing something heavy and beating the crap out of it. This helps to tenderise the meat and make it nice and flat, so give it a good bash. Now I've set up our crumbing station. First things first, we've got some seasoned flour. This is just some plain flour which I've mixed some salt and pepper into. Next we have egg wash, which is 2 eggs with about 1/4 cup of milk, and I've just beaten it up until it's light and creamy. And of course we've got our crumb mix. Now this is just basically plain dried breadcrumbs, just the same stuff you get from the supermarket, but I've mixed through some Parmesan cheese powder through it. The same kind of stuff you'd shake on spaghetti or onto a pizza. So it gives it a lovely sort of crunchy, cheesy crust. So first things first, we're going to take our first fillet and we're just going to dredge it in this flour, both sides, get it all nice and coated. Lovely. There we go, just shake off the excess, and now we're going to dip it in the egg wash, make sure it's all nice and coated. Probably should have used a bigger container, but there we go. Can't get everything right. Again, shake off the excess, and then straight into the crumb mix. There we go. That's looking very good. Lovely. And then just onto a plate with some absorbent paper on it. And just do the rest with your other schnitzels. That's all of my fillets crumbed. I'm now going to put some cling wrap over the top of the plate and pop this into the fridge for about maybe 15-20 minutes. That's just enough time to let the egg and the crumb mixture come together and become this beautiful crust. Then we're going to fry them up. First we're going to make our mushroom sauce. Now first things first, I've got a little bit of butter in the bottom of this little saucepan. I'm going to throw in about 1 cup of mushrooms. These are just some button mushrooms which I've just sliced up nice and small. We're just going to stir and fry these just until they start to shrink down and brown. Our mushrooms are looking fabulous, and I'm going to toss in a couple of generous spoonfuls of sour cream. I'm using light sour cream, but feel free to use full cream if you wish. We're just going to stir that through, try and get all of that lovely mushroom and butter juices and everything there. It's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to season this with some salt and some pepper. And we're just going to stir this around for a few minutes and let the flavours develop. And last but not least, we're going to turn it down to a low heat, and I'm just going to stir through a handful of grated cheddar cheese. Now, we call it tasty cheese here, cheddar cheese, whatever you call it. This will help give this sauce a bit of body, and of course give it a nice sort of mild cheesy flavour. So we're just going to mix that through until the cheese is melted through and you've got this gorgeous thick mushroom sauce. I've got my big fry pan out and we're ready to start frying up these beautiful veal schnitzels. Now, I've just put some butter at the bottom to melt. You don't have to use butter, you can use olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever you prefer. I just like using butter because I find it adds a little bit of extra flavour to the crust. So, in they go. Lovely. Now, the thing about veal is it's a little temperamental. If you overcook it, it can go very tough. So you want to keep an eye on it, probably about 2 to 3 minutes each side, and just make sure it's still cooking away nicely. You don't want to burn it, obviously. I'm doing this over a medium heat. I've already flipped these over a couple of times and these are looking absolutely fabulous. You've got that lovely golden brown crust on the outside and the meat's looking fabulous. I think we're just about ready to pop these onto some absorbent towel to get off the excess oil, and then we'll be ready to serve. Time to add our sauce. Some lovely mushrooms and cream there. It's a beautiful smell to this, and that just looks absolutely wonderful. Take a bit of that sauce. Yum. The meat is beautifully tender. The crust, wow, it's got that sort of cheesy zing to it from the parmesan. And the sauce is just amazing. Wow, you have got to try this. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Check out my other videos at onepotchefshow.com. And of course, all of the ingredients are in the description below. Until next time, see you later.